Ladies and germs, welcome to yet another pre-alpha gameplay stream of Wildcard, the upcoming play-to-earn game. I am Meanie Beanie Mabs, the guy who talks first on these streams, and with me tonight is Mr. Derek Laporte.
Me, it is I. I am
Yes,
here
the
on a
creator.
Saturday. I'm on a Saturday coming at you on a Saturday. Nothing better to do than play the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you spend hours a day building it. Might as well, just spend all your evenings also playing it.
It is true. Yeah, it is true. Yeah. So and I'm not going to be playing in editor. So I'm not going to be playing with a newer version than you've got. I'm going to actually be playing the same version.
One, 2.0,
so
right?
Not cheating. No cheating going on.
Well, I mean, you still have access to the Matrix, so we'll see.
That's true. Yeah, we'll see.
Joining us slowly is guess who, folks?
Excellent. He is here.
Dylan Anderson, aka Player One Taco. How's it going, Dylan?
It is going well. How are you guys doing tonight?
Hey, pretty good.
Excellent. I'm glad to see that you are streaming from not from the side of a highway or from like a helicopter or some other random location. You're actually in a in a room. You're indoors.
I am indoors in a room, my room, office. Yeah. But man, now you just threw an idea in my head from a helicopter.
No. That's enough. Your connection
Sound
was
is
bad
pretty
enough.
bad. Yeah. Sound in a helicopter is not good. Not
right.
Good. Gonna tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, welcome. It's great to see you. Thank you for making it. We're looking at some wild cards tonight, and we thank everybody for joining us or watching this stream. So, what I was doing, fellas, I was kind of looking at my Meanie Beanie deck before I wanted to delve into gameplay. So,
is your Meanie Beanie deck needing some updates with the most secret releases?
Yeah, I wanted to throw in some other cards. What did I get rid of that I wasn't a big fan of anymore? It was the 5 mana. What is it? It was a Guardian. Hold on. Where'd he go? I don't see him anymore. The Clock Goat. Actually, he's no longer in the cards list.
He should be number 1, I thought.
There's a 3 mana Clock Goat, but wasn't there a 5? Oh no, not a Clock Goat. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. I'm thinking of
Swiss Army Goat.
Yes, Swiss Army Goat. Sorry.
Yeah. You passed him. He's on like page 3 or something, I think, or 2. Sorry, 2. Page 2. There we go. He's down at the corner.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm.
He's expensive. That's expensive for that amount. It is very expensive. I would say.
Yeah.
I think it's more expensive because of the 2 damage to target player. So
I see.
That I think is the reason why it's so expensive. But yeah, I still would say 5 mana for that, and there's just too many other cards that I would rather have probably at a 5 mana. Actually, there's cards I'd rather have at a 4 mana than that one.
I mean, maybe one of these for the late game, just like if it kind of pops in and you want that 2-point shot. Mm-hmm. I hadn't really thought about excuse me, Frozen Fire's here. Hey, how's it going, Frozen Fire? Stick around, Frozen Fire. We're playing some Wildcard tonight, so if you want to queue up some games, we'd love for you to join us. So okay, I took him out for now because he just didn't feel useful for me at the points where I could play him.
Right.
And I was wondering what else I could add, because I do really in my mana curve. Is that what they call it in Hearthstone?
Mana curve?
Yeah,
they call it a mana curve.
Yeah.
Or power. Well, some people call it a power curve too, but it's actually it's more commonly called a mana curve because you're going based upon the mana cost, right?
Exactly. So I'm kind of thinking about what I can do because I do need some more options late game because I have an expensive card, Clean Slate. I think I'm going to throw my a number 1 frog in there.
Yeah, I have been doing that, like at least just to have one, because more often than not, there are games in which that can be a winning strategy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
You have experienced that firsthand.
I have, yeah.
On the losing side from Jordan, if I recall.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. I think he buffed it up to like 16 attack.
Yeah, he did.
Brutal.
Yeah. It was brutal.
Very brutal. So, and I kind of wanted to try to throw in some of these new spells.
Yeah.
Pay 1 life to make yourself or your opponent draw a card. So that's force draw. Build a wall. No, not that one. Pay 4 life, but send 1 card from opponent's hand to the graveyard. Whew. So
that's
I still have
quite a bit of life.
That's a lot of life.
But it's a situation in which, like, if you have an abundance of life, that could be useful. You'd have to build a deck, I think, around the idea of a deck that maybe builds up your life for you to do stuff like that. That's more, I would say that's a clown deck, right? Like a gestured kind of deck, in my opinion. You're just like trying to have a laugh with the other person at their expense, you know?
Yeah.
I see. Pay 3 life for 2 mana. I kind of like that one. So that's 3 mana cost. Pay 3 life for 2 mana. So you'd be on your 3rd or 4th turn probably to play that.
Yeah.
Okay, and the cost here. So I think you mentioned this when we were discussing adding these cards. So the cost is 3 life, right? You're not paying 3 mana here.
You're not paying 3 mana for it. So yeah, that's one of the things that we're gonna have to like kind of resolve. And
I see.
Yeah, because probably what it'll end up being is it'll be a different color across the corner with that number to like designate like, okay, life is maybe like red, for instance. Or actually, I was thinking about the crystal color. So if you're blue, then it's blue, and then we just change mana to like a completely different color entirely. You know, that kind of thing.
Wonderful, excellent. So I have 30 cards now. Let's see what else. Let's see what else I can.
So you've got 2 of a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
You're rolling with a lot of 2. How does this deck feel like it plays? Pretty random?
It plays really well. I got crushed by, I don't know if it was Maury just like completely wiped the floor with me. But up until then, like last stream, I had a really good run with it. The card that I still have trouble with is Catfee for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I just I have trouble committing.
Respect.
I have trouble committing to Catfee. So, I mean, I was trying to understand it better, you know, because it is a low mana, and in my mana curve, I do need also a couple of options early on. I find I've been missing a lot of first and second turns when I play. So, Catfee is a rush card, attacks on the first turn, and takes a penalty for every Neemot and every card that's out there, right?
Right. Correct. Yeah.
So you essentially have to play him first. You know, he's like a. All right.
Exactly. He's a first play, and he's a play when there's no other even enemy Neemots out there. Otherwise, that's going to also count negatively towards him.
He counts negatively for himself as well, correct?
Yeah, he does. He counts negatively for himself, so he's always going to kind of be low. But he's only good if you can buff him, right? Like if you can buff him in some sort of way, like say for instance, you drop him out there, and if you've got build a wall on him, then suddenly he's not a very bad 2-drop because you can buff him to be pretty substantial. And then that would make him a guardian too. So then he he would have to be attacked, kind of thing. So yeah, he is probably like that one in which, like, I love him, you know, I love him to death, but right now he's not the most useful card in the game at all.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably like the least useful card in the game.
All right.
But yeah, like, do you got any combat rage in there? Looks like you don't have much combat rage.
I just well, I had
okay.
I had 2, and I just took out one. So I've been finding myself in the last games anyway, just not being able to get to combat rage. Like I find combat rage is good when you're kind of delivering a killing blow or something like that, or you want you want to nuke a guardian. You're just gonna like start buffing the heck out of something and to destroy a guardian out there.
Right.
But I've like the last couple of times I've played, I've seen combat rage kind of just sit in my hand for like a bunch of turns. So I'm wondering, I think 2 might be too many. So I want to try 1.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll throw a cat fee in there. I'll try. I need some early cards. That's what I need. I need some early cards because I can't see. There's Pretzelmelian, and he's always kind of, it always hurts me to play him early because he buffs, you know. So if there's not many Nemots out there, I always feel like my min-maxer brain is like, no, you can't. You must wait till he buffs. Play him only when he can buff someone else. So, but you know, you gotta.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Like if I've got like a handful of cards and like, you know, I can't play any of them on the first round other than a level 2 buff. So I have to burn a level 2 buff in order to not lose a card. And that's really painful. That's really painful. Because, you know, you only got 3 more than in your deck of those, even if you're going like with the max 4. So it's, it hurts a little bit.
It does.
And even using a mana increase when you don't, like, I get a mana increase on the first round, and if I don't have any 2 mana creatures, but I've got to burn it, that also hurts, you know?
Yeah.
Like, especially since you can only have 2 of those. So, yeah.
How's it going? Imagination creates reality. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, so I have 30 cards. So remind me, what is the range again? What is the minimum
20,
cards? And
20 to 30.
Yeah, 20 to 30. Okay.
Yeah. So you're at the maximum right now.
Yeah. I wonder. I'll see, because the last games I played with 30 cards, I had enough like I didn't have too many cards that things just didn't come out in an opportune way. So, it hasn't been that bad, but I also feel there's going to be an advantage to having fewer cards that are more focused on whatever it is you want to do, whether it's rush, being aggro.
Yeah.
But I think so. I have number 1 frog. I also added I added a 1 mana burger dog. I already had. Oh, these are different. This is a different one. So
those are probably different ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I added an additional one because I needed more. I need more options early on. So I'll try that. Save. I haven't. I think I'm gonna have to make a fresh deck with these spells, these graveyard spells and things like that. I think it doesn't quite fit into this because this deck I built as a response, so to speak, to like the aggro deck. I just wanted to have as many guardians out there as possible that I could throw out. So, and then it kind of evolved a little bit. But I'm ready to try this. Do you guys want to try a game?
Sure.
And Derek, do you have something ready to
I do.
Okay. I have a couple new decks that I built late on the night on a highway.
On a dark desert highway.
All right.
Playing Wildcard in my car.
Yes.
Okay. I have a room built.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I sent the
Derek's
password.
Game.
Yeah.
All right. So you got the crowd cheering you on. What is the PW?
I put it in the chat. In the chat. You got it in the chat there.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's half the battle, Mabs, is knowing the password.
That's it. Okay. I've maximized the game screen, so no funny business.
Ooh.
There's no funny business going on here.
As he has 5 other screens that say everything else. that says what your next 4 cards are as well.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I've got all the cards in the world going on right now.
Yeah. We have a NFT Trouble dropping in. Hello, NFT Trouble. Yes, I am properly set up today. Thank you for joining us from Twitch. What are you drinking tonight, Derek?
This is a Allagash Tripel.
Okay.
It is brewed and bottled in Portland, Maine.
Portland, Maine.
Yes, everybody's favorite Portland, Maine.
Right.
Let's see.
Kind of getting boned here early on.
Looks like you're getting boned, yeah.
Do you guys hear an echo at all? No?
No.
Okay, good.
Only when you talk, maybe a little bit. Unless it's me, because I forgot and I can run off and go get my headphones if that's
it's fine.
Me.
Doesn't seem to be a problem at all.
Okay.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, I forgot to click intern.
That's the tilt.
That's it. That's it. Head games.
Frozen Fire says, "Awesome, Cake Pig is facing the correct way."
Yes.
You guys in the studio, do you hear the game music right now? You don't? Okay. Hey, you guys in the chat, can you hear game music? Let me know.
Mabs, your music is set to 0 as well, though.
No, I hear it.
Oh, okay. Yep. Nope. Cannot hear anything.
So Derek just nuked my Nemot.
Did it go? Did it go back to your hand? I think it's supposed to go back to your hand. Did it not?
No, it's in my graveyard.
Okay. Well, I got to look at that card then. Yeah, look at recall Nemot. That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to go back to the hand.
Yep. Frozen Fire said as well that no game music on their end.
Okay.
Ooh, there goes
I'll have to fiddle with it. Man, I'm just eating it right now. What's going on? Oh boy.
Yeah, if this ends up being like a super winning deck, I will reveal all, guys.
Yeah, you better post that. You better post that in Discord.
Yeah, I will reveal all. It is basically a different aggro strategy than the normal aggro strategy.
Okay.
Sehr interessant.
Frozen Fire asked who made the background music. Background or background music? Let's say background. Derek, was it Saga that made the background?
It was Big Mike made the background music.
Big Mike
for everything.
No, not the. I think he was asking for the background design, not the scene, not the music.
Ben RC is the background scene for this.
Okay.
So he's done all of the backgrounds. So you can find him on Behance.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
Behance? It's Behance, right? Yeah, Behance. I think it's called. Yeah, you build one. I'll join it.
Okay. Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah,
that was quick and to the point, Derek.
This deck is called 6 Turns Max. Is the name of it.
Okay.
I like it. Frozen Fire says, shout out to Ben.
Yeah, shout out to Ben for the background. I made it. So I made one of those decks that is either one deck that I made is either one of those. It beats the AI. So, but that's, you know, not.
Go ahead and join, Derek.
Not saying too much, but it's one of those decks that will either be a 100% delight and just, you know, knock you out of the park, or yeah, it will die flaming death style.
Flaming
Same
death
password
style.
as you, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the joining screen. It's loading right now.
Too bad the audience can't hear this music because I'm vibing to it. I really love all these tracks.
Yeah, very good.
We should make Derek, are there plans to make the tracks available? I would love to set one as a ringtone.
I think Big Mike will probably totally be down with that. Yeah, we'll have to arrange that.
Heck yeah.
Let's see, this is taking longer than normal. I may close out and rejoin and try.
Okay, I'll remake it.
Okay.
I will remake it. Frozen Fire says Derek is smarter than the AI. Of course. But of course,
a little better than the AI. Marginally better.
AI is getting scary though. I don't know. While we wait,
yeah.
Have you guys seen this AI artwork that's out there?
I've seen a couple different ones. Are you talking about something more recently, or one?
Well, just in general, there's these AI that you can you give them words and they'll generate. I think they search the internet and find images, and they kind of generate art out of it, and it is legitimately haunting. It's what AI sees.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I saw an AI that was doing artwork. You show it images and it's looking at it not with eye but with infrared, and so it gets the different tones of colors and compares of what you like and then paints something off of that. It looks really horrible, but quite haunting and melancholy looking.
I don't know. Here's let's see.
Is the game going or?
Oh, I'm gonna create. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, I'm in.
Okay.
Frozen Fire says, lol, LOL, Derek is smarter than the AI. Of course he is. He's the one that made it. Yeah.
Yeah. Smarter than the robots.
Okay.
Still winning that battle.
The robots.
Yep. They still haven't found a sustainable power source yet.
Yeah. There was. Have you guys seen that that mechanical arm AI thing that leaks? It like leaks hydraulic fluid.
Yeah, but that art piece
tries to clean it up. Yeah.
The funny thing is, it thinks it's leaking, but it's actually electro servos. Didn't it just pass away recently? I thought I read.
We're talking about the art installation that.
Yeah, it's not actually. It doesn't have oil actually. Yeah, oil in it. It thinks it does, and it used to do when it first started. It used to do dances, when like a little like happy dance.
Mm-hmm.
When it like got it all done, but because it's been running out, it thinks it's running out for so long, it doesn't have time to dance anymore and be happy.
I think I'm thinking about something else. I'm thinking about an installation where it's like a big robotic arm, and it's leaking hydraulic. Jeez! Every time I see Farabbit, I have a conniption.
No, yeah. I will look that up right now.
Yeah, because eventually it ran out was the whole thing. It eventually it was set to where like even if it was doing it constantly, it would eventually run out. Was my understanding.
Yeah. Life oil.
Heck of an art piece.
Yeah, it was. And Google sent me to Roomba's page.
People kept commenting on how disturbed they were by the.
Yeah.
Because it's like literally a robot trying to keep its like blood inside of itself. Like it's like a soldier on the battlefield trying to put their like their guts back inside the. Like it's really there's something weird about it. But I think we have not to get too philosophical, but we have like a weird relationship with technology that's getting weirder by the day. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because a lot of machine learning is actually a lot of machine learning is good stuff for at least things like gaming, right? There's a lot of machine learning in gaming. There's even machine learning in the sense of like people basically trying to determine sales factors and things such as that. Instead of having a human do a mundane task over and over and over, you know, leave it to a robot to do. Well, not really a robot, but an algorithm essentially. This is a heck of a battle so far. 13-13, all tied up.
All tied up.
At least on my screen.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I can confirm on my screen too.
Okay.
Except for now. Yeah. Did you guys ever? I don't know if you read science fiction. Did you ever read like Isaac Asimov, like that old stuff? And he was really into like robots and how robots will enter society and how we're going to kind of deal with them. It's interesting stuff. We're really in the thick of it now.
Electric sheep.
That's Philip K. Dick. That's not Asimov. I'm sorry.
No, what am I thinking of with Asimov?
He did Robot Visions, which was a big one. He did like he did this great trilogy, which is I forgot the name of it, but yeah, quite a guy.
He did Foundation, right?
Foundation. That's right.
Yeah. Have y'all seen the series? The series, I thought the first season was pretty good by the end. By the end, you really have to stick with it, but by the end of the season, like I'm excited. I'm glad they announced a season 2 because I didn't want to be left hanging, you know.
Yeah.
Because they've done a lot of different stuff that the books don't do.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I have not, is that the one that's on Primetime on Amazon Prime?
It's on Apple, I think. The Foundation on Apple.
Okay.
Whatever their streaming service is. Whoa, that's a lot of things happening. How did those cake pigs get so crazy? Oh,
because I'm at 7 life. So bye-bye.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it didn't even give me all of that. Wow, it says 11-4 here on my screen, but it only
that is wild.
Did 7 damage.
That is wild. So that is the first time we see the cake pig in his full kind of wow,
full ability.
Yeah, totally.
The lucky 7s. And until you damage me and get me to less than 7, he's gonna be the same way. So clean slate. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I think I made a mistake though. Hold on. Oh no.
Yeah, because that's pretty expensive at this point. You can't really bring anything else out.
No, I messed up. I should have done something else. But I do. I have a couple of quick observations about life for mana. So I have it in my hand right now. So it looks as though you must have 3 mana available to use it. Like I couldn't use it on my first turn. GG, Derek.
GG. All right.
That is a brutal deck. You're gonna have to post that.
That is a brutal deck. I will take a screenshot now and post this deck so everybody can take a look at it.
Dylan, you want to give it a shot?
Yeah,
Derek?
let's see what happens here. Oh man. All right. Is this against you, Mabs, or is this against Derek?
Against Derek. Winner stays, baby. Winner
The
stays, baby.
Winner stays, and then there possibly a third place battle coming up.
Okay.
After this.
That was brutal though, but man, I wish. We're streaming and we're recording it, but that's kind of cool. That those cake pigs, both of them, were out there on the correct turn. That's
yes,
man.
yes,
yeah.
That is a reason to watch the enemy's life total, right?
Yeah, totally.
Make sure they don't get to 7. Just
skip it. Yeah.
Try and skip it. Yeah.
So, Dylan, do you want to share your screen, perhaps?
Sure, of course.
Since you have a fancy new machine now.
Fancy new machine. Oh yeah.
So Nazoi Teisa says vom.red. That's thank you very much, bot, for leaving. I guess I don't know if that's a domain or something, but I don't think we have any mods on YouTube. But we thank you, bot, for stopping by. We really appreciate it.
It's always good to have robots stopping by. We were just missed the whole discussion about robots.
We were just talking about you.
Just talking about you. It would have been relevant.
We could have interviewed you or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So while you guys were talking on that, I was able to look up. It was that the bot is the art piece is called "Can't Help Myself," and it actually passed away in 2019. So I don't know why. It's one of those things that the internet does. It circles things back into life after them being gone for a little while. Yeah. But in that article, it talks about how it used to dance at the beginning when it first was installed. Then it just ended up working the entire time. Derek, I have a game up and ready.
Yep.
How horrific. How horrific.
Yeah.
The other thing is the hydraulic fuel was a dark tint of red, which it didn't kind of added, I think, to the image. But Nilvana says robots. Robots.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I forgot to switch decks. Oh man.
A likely excuse.
Yeah. Unless Derek must have used a cheat code or something. I don't know.
Okay, it's going to be a while before I play.
Yeah. Me as well.
I'm just going to keep clicking in turn for my next several turns.
Yep.
Oh,
wait.
But when I do play, it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah. Let's go this route.
I'm going to feel like the robot arm in this one, just trying to stop the bleeding here is what this particular one's going to be.
Yeah. Let's see here. We will go with What are we going to do here? We're going to do this. We'll go smart. Let's go smart. And boop. There we go. And we end that turn.
All right.
Oh, coming out. All right. Well, let's do boom and We will take out that guy. And yeah. Burger Dog is still not doing the extra damage, Derek.
No. When he does, he does not do that yet.
And yeah, not to pull a meanie beanie Mabs and wait till the very last second to end the turn.
Yeah, you're not doing the my tilt strategy.
No, I'm not. It's a very specific strategy. It's a good one.
I'm telling you, the psychology is everything. That's eventually this game will be psychology only. That's going to be the new meta.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It will. We'll just hook into the back of your head and be psychology based.
Oh yeah.
Well, there is a card that you get dumped out of the Matrix. I think there is a card that does that. I forgot which one it was.
Yep.
Clean slate.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Maybe it is that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, recall. That's the first time I've had someone play a recall against me.
Yeah, he's been.
But it sends it to the graveyard.
Yeah.
It does. It does not recall it for you. It instead sends it away.
All right. Well,
now that I look at it, though, that is a really cheap card. 2 points. That is really
because it's supposed to go to your hand instead of the graveyard.
I see.
Which would then, not obviously it should cost more if it's sending your card to the graveyard.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's from the skies then, right? So it should be at least that same amount.
Yeah.
So let's say your hand is full.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after I guess you'd have to wait like an additional turn or something. But what happens? Does it get sent to your graveyard? Does in theory, what would happen to the Nemod if it gets sent back to you and your hand is full?
Well, if it gets sent back to your hand and it's full, then I guess it would burn it technically.
Okay. It's kind of like I'm not too sure that it would happen at all. All right, Derek, did you just?
I just won. Yeah, good game.
Man.
GG's. GG's.
2 out of 3, gents. 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Fair enough.
2 out of 3.
All right. I'll create one.
All right. All right. I remember my good deck now. Right? Let me double check. Yep. There we go. I am ready.
Are you creating Dylan, or are you?
No.
I created one.
Okay.
Yeah. So same password, gents.
Man, that is such a hard password.
It is very hard password.
Super hard.
Yeah.
Very hard.
So yeah, it was a Kuka servo. So it was working its entire life towards something it didn't even need. Tricked by the system it was brought into.
That says a lot. That says a lot.
Oh,
says a lot.
Yeah.
What is the the guy who pushes the rock up the hill? What is the name of that?
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus. Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
Same deal. Exact same deal.
Sisyphus had it coming, though. I mean, I don't want to,
Yeah.
He kind of did it to himself, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, and Camus says he was probably actually happy, right? Because he had no memory of the fact that he did that every day, so he just kept thinking oh, this is today's task, and
in Camus' wonderful essay on suicide, the myth of Sisyphus. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Camus, but that was well. I mean, it's not that depressing, but it's probably not a topic for now.
Why am I?
It's a perfect topic.
Yeah, late night.
Right.
Yeah. What a oh man, who was it that brought down fire? That then ended up having the every day having
Prometheus.
Yeah.
Prometheus.
Every day pulling out their insides only to have it restarted.
Am I? Well, I know that Prometheus brought down fire to the
wasn't
humans,
his
right?
Yeah.
I don't remember his punishment. I don't recall. I know Sisyphus was like the most clever man, and then he did a lot of tomfoolery. And the gods decided that as punishment he should push a boulder up a hill forever.
All right. Yep. Let's see here. We are boom and boom.
All right. Starting out better this time.
Starting out better.
Well, you had to stall 2 rounds last game, right?
Yeah, I did.
But nonetheless, you still crushed.
Yeah, still crushed it.
Yeah.
Yep. So it was Prometheus. He was bound with chains by Zeus, and an eagle went after his immortal liver every day.
Wow.
That does not sound like fun.
No. Yeah, I'm telling you, those Greek gods really had the way with punishments and nonsense. That's they really nailed it. Frozen Fire, you still around? Are you listening?
What's everyone's favorite Greek god?
Oh, jeez. Greek god. I often get confused between Greek and Roman. So, favorite Greek god.
Boom. And
what about isn't Saturn a Greek god? Isn't he like one of the Frozen Fire says Medusa. I don't know if Medusa was a god, but close enough. I mean, that's a good pick right there.
She was wasn't she a Titan?
I don't think she was a Titan, but the Kronos is a Titan. That's if I'm not mistaken. That's Zeus's dad.
Yeah.
And I think Saturn isn't. Saturn, Jack Dillon. Hey, Jack Dillon, nice to see you. Saturn was Roman.
Yes, and then because then you would have Mars, which was god of war, and
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Let's see here. Who are we going to do some buffies to?
Oh, he's got buffs all in that deck.
Buffs for buffs.
I hear the rubber band effect from whoever has the
and the pop every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
This is kind of a close one.
Yes, it is. It is that.
Hey, Jack, did you see Derek pull out his cake pigs against me?
That was a special time. That
I mean, I'm gonna have to make a
7
clip
live
out of that.
cake pig. Yeah.
And two of them out. So you said the other thing you said was Frozen Fire says Cerberus, the 3-headed dog, seems strong. Yeah, he's
Cerberus. Yeah.
He's also pretty awesome. But you said that so for Cake Pig, it's not just your life; the opponent's life can be 7.
Really?
Maybe.
Is that what you said? Or no?
I think it has to be. It has to be
yours.
To be
your life.
I'm pretty sure it has to be your life.
If player, Oh, well.
I mean, I'm kind of all turned around on Cake Pig now. It's just running. I'm the meme of like that couple in bed, and the woman's like, I bet he's thinking about other girls, and I'm like, Cake Pig is actually really interesting. How do I do 13 damage? How can I guarantee 13 damage?
I mean, because it could play off of like some of those things that damage you too, right?
That's what I was just thinking. Yes, so you can deliver damage,
crystallize. Crystallize Nemot does damage to you. So
that's right.
If you got to,
that's really interesting.
If you got to 10, then you could do a crystallized Nemot and then buff all your Cake Pigs as well.
And just destroy. So.
Oh, what? It does not return it. Oh, man.
I Frozen Fire. That's what we're saying, Frozen Fire. You do damage to yourself to get to 7. Yeah, I mean, I'm just... it's kind of... My brain is working overtime now trying to figure this out, but I'm definitely going to... Interesting. I think I have to make a different deck than my Meanie Beanie, though. My Meanie Beanie is too generalist right now, and I just built it originally to stop aggro decks.
Okay.
But that's really cool. That's really interesting.
Well, Derek, GG.
What just happened?
Oh, I know what the next turn is going to be, so
yeah.
You're just running into a hail of gunfire.
Let's see here.
That's what you do. You run towards the firing squad. That's the move,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
It doesn't let me.
They'll never expect it. That's the That's.
Did I break the game
right there?
You may have broke the game.
I played it.
I see something's go. Oh nope. It's my turn. I saw it finally happen, and then it became my turn.
A burger dog disappeared though from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And landed in my hand.
So that's a pasta la vista for you, Mr. Player One. So damn.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
The Derek meta is real, gentlemen. The Derek meta is real.
Yes,
so
indeed. All right.
You gonna post that?
I will post that. Yeah.
All right.
Post that deck.
No censorship. Who posted their decks and obscured like half of it, saying like I'm not ready to release the full deck yet? I think it was Maury.
It was Maury, yeah.
Oh, so Maury, if you can hear me, if you're out there, please publish the rest. Yes, it was Maury. He's like, due to current success, partly censored. Let's see if I can get that on screen. Am I sharing my screen? Oh yeah, there we go. So I'm sharing on screen now, guys. This is our Discord. This is our little Discord, and this is where we're sharing decks. I'm actually going to post my latest Meanie Beanie before I think I start doing something else. And Derek, please post your deck.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Derek.
Right now. Yeah, you guys should probably play each other for the other before I do though.
Okay. Okay. Dylan, you want to do a quick match?
I will start this up. I'm pulling out another deck that I tried and we'll see. We'll see how that does. One of the things I probably should do is do a land game against myself rather than against AI to test those decks out. Yeah,
just to see if you force yourself to play the best move every time. Yeah. I suppose. I mean, with the RNG though, you'd probably have to play a whole whack of games to really get a sense. Are you creating or am I?
I created and I am ready. I know we're so used to like it taking forever for a game for me to load.
Yeah.
Derek, is there going to be an option on there for if create a different starting off with different life?
What do you mean by starting off with different life? Like,
so if, instead of 20, maybe the started off at 25 or 30 if they want, or even 15 or 10 for like a quicker game.
I do foresee us eventually getting to something like that, like in kind of like a setup kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I could foresee that.
All right. Just so you know, Derek, there has been everyone has loved the game so far. For those that don't know, at ETH Denver, those that have seen it,
very cool.
One thing I did find out is that even though my new laptop is light speed, the hotel Wi-Fi is not.
Oh, maybe not.
Had to connect to my phone for to show it off and play, and but people really liked it. So
it probably has a million people connected to it too. If it's like in a conference, and if
that's
it's
true.
They're notoriously bad. All right, I'm gonna try connecting again. Hold on.
Okay.
Stepping away for a drink.
All right, do it.
All right.
So are you at ETH Denver right now?
No, I'm at home right now.
What or this weekend rather? Like, is it this weekend that's happening?
Yeah, it started yesterday, and it is going all the way until next week. So went and registered and went through all of their little processes yesterday, including double COVID test. So yeah, they were doing tests on everyone coming through. So presenting on Wednesday.
And what will you be talking about?
That is a little bit of everything, maybe, but just Wildcard, and I need to connect with Derek for some things that he might want me to touch on even a little bit more. And but it is pretty awesome.
And what's the point? Can you restart?
I will restart and
restart it.
Restart.
Yeah, the back end on this is going to be massively altered in the next few weeks. Right now, the way the networking kind of works is, it's basically it's connecting the two people together. So all the server is doing is kind of like setting a room up, and then you guys are basically connected to each other. What it will eventually be is it'll be kind of like 3 people in every game, with the server being essentially the referee, kind of like that behavior. The more common, more common and exploitable kind of situation.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
up and ready.
That is going to be over the course of the next few weeks. Us doing that. So
all right. When will that make it easier for you to make an observer mode? So if someone sees like games that are already going to like just watch,
like so that that'll be a whole different. That's a whole different thing. Because that involves like different UI and all that kind of stuff. But it will give us a bunch of different abilities, right? We're also going to have pretty soon the ability to have kind of like a leaderboard kind of situation, because that requires players to have accounts. Right now, you can put whatever in your name slot, and you don't really have an account, right? You don't have like a account with the server, but once we have accounts with the server, then we'll be able to do leaderboards and those kinds of things, tracking wins, losses, so on and so forth. So,
Mabs, do you want to try creating?
Yeah, I'll create. So eventually that means you'll have your kind of like a profile page for yourself where you can see your stats and how you do.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, there will be a profile page, and then they're all kind of, eventually going towards like on the web-based marketplace, you'll be able to see, you'll be able to see there like all of your in-game stuff, and then you'll be able to see like the stuff in your wallet, because your wallet will be connected to the web page, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And eventually there will be ELO-based matchmaking. Did I hear you say that?
Yeah, eventually we're gonna have like ELO-based matchmaking in different servers and in different countries and places and stuff like that. Yeah,
Can I ask you a few questions about that? Because I'm really curious about that.
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. You're saying we're gonna start.
Where we're gonna start this week, looking at how much we have to refactor some of the back end stuff in order to get it to there. Yeah.
So questions about that, and more like philosophical questions on matchmaking and ELO. So, will a player's ELO be public? Or will that be hidden?
I mean, I feel like it makes some sense to have it be in tiers, at least initially, right? Like a tier-based system. I do think that we will explore making it like public, because, like obviously like for tournaments and stuff like that, like, I mean, your ELO score is public in where it comes from, chess, like,
That's right.
what it is. So I do eventually see us doing that. But just probably for sake of simplicity and early on matchmaking, right? It's better to have a tier system so that you're going up against somebody in that tier,
Yeah.
And then as more players on board and we get more stuff like that, we'll be able to actually like kind of like, you're going to be playing someone closer to your particular skill level, your deck level, with considering the Nemot levels that you have, those kinds of things. Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, that's going to be really challenging. I can't wait to see how that's going to shape out, because there's a lot of factors,
Right.
The quality of it's not just that your skill, there's going to be an element of the quality of the cards that you have and your deck.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's see. So, well, in one of my in another game that I play, Hunt Showdown, which is an extraction royale shooter, which is what my little kind of background is here. So how they do it? So there's well, in one you have to queue up. You can go into the skill based matchmaking where they'll try to to match you to someone of your skill and whatever. And there's also like an open kind of category where the SBMM doesn't really work. So that's kind of an interesting way to do it.
Yeah.
And you're also they do put you in tiers, right? So I think it's also to simplify the matchmaking for them, because they gate it at from one point in the ELO to the other point in the ELO.
Right.
But they don't tell you what your ELO is. They just give you like a star rating, giving you roughly where you're at in the ELO curve. So
right.
It's interesting.
That probably that probably makes you. I mean, I guess that I could see advantages to that and obviously disadvantages, right? The advantage is more people feel better about themselves you know,
that's always
like, this star. Okay, I'm great. I'm great. But then like probably, you know, there's like a whole bunch of people that are that exact same star. You know, like I say, like, oh great, wow, I made it to silver in Rocket League. I must be, you know, I must be the second best in the world. Then, you know, is what.
And then you know,
the thought
gold,
process
platinum.
is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, you know, you always nowadays you start at wood badge.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Ouch. Woo.
I think you need more guardians in your deck.
Yep.
Player one.
This one is I feel like I have a bad lay. Are you looking at the matrix right now and you actually see what I got in the hand?
No, I don't. I'm just seeing that you got 4 cards there. That's all I see.
That is I am getting a bad draw.
Rook coming in hot with kind of a not a bad suggestion here. I kind of like it. He says, "How about using different mall floors for the different skill tiers?"
I like it. Yeah.
Since it's mall themed, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
So the mall when I was growing up as a kid was called the Diamond Center, and it was one of those. It wasn't a circle. It was the shape of a hockey rink, because the hockey rink was what was in the center of the mall. But then there was like 7 floors where they were all tiered looking out over onto the hockey rink. So really made it so that you could look down and see what was going on.
I did not have such a cool mall. Ours was 1 floor, like all the way through. And then of course, you know, you watch those 80s and 90s movies, you know, where they're like hanging out in the mall and they got like all these escalators and they got like 6 floors and I'm like, wow, you know, like where are these? I'm like, this is like unrealistic. And then, you know, when I moved to Los Angeles and, you know, like all of the malls were like that. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, they just shot here. So they expected all of the malls in America are exactly like this.
Where did you grow up, Derek?
Northwest Florida. Yeah. So like small town. The closest mall to me was Santa Rosa Mall. That was the name of it.
All right.
Yeah. But it was a good mall though. It was a good mall.
Ooh. GG.
Frozen Fire coming in, adding to the. What just happened there?
What happened?
Did your AI just play a card for you?
No.
What happened? Oh,
it's just I thought I was gonna pay 3 life to do 2 damage. Anyway, I thought I was gonna, but I got it. So Frozen Fire says, if for the tiers, the skill tiers, if you're playing against the AI, you're in the garage of the mall. The parking garage.
Well, you would be in like P1, right? Because like a lot of those garages have like P1, P2, P3.
That's hilarious. Was that our first?
What is P3 then? What would P3 be? Like that would be real bad. That would be like against someone who's never played before or something, I guess.
Maybe.
So I know P1, like just thinking of IKEA, P1 is the basement level, and then they go like 2, 3, and then ground floor. Yeah.
All right. I do like the so I mean, is it safe to assume, you know, going back on the ELO and how public all that information will be, you don't sound like you're too much of a white glove person. You don't want to coddle the players too much, you know, and hurt and save their feelings. You want to
No, not in this particular game.
No. Okay, good.
Yeah, because you know, I think that ultimately this is as we're going to find, this is going to kind of be one of those games that is going to be a little tough.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the Dark Souls of card games, but it's going to be tough just because of some of the hard decisions you have to make. And, you know, I am empathetic to that, you know, but at the same time, I think that's going to kind of be some of the fun, you know, is really
and I think
that difficult decisions, you know, that kind of stuff.
And if you want a competitive scene, you just can't. Oh, that's Darkest Dungeon. I love that game. That's a great game, Rook.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to compare, I started another one.
Yep.
P1.
Join. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a lot of coddling going on today. I don't know if you're following the drama around Battlefield 2042, but it's just kind of imploded the game, and a lot of the design decisions. Well, one of the big design decisions they made was to not have a scoreboard at all. So, or like it's a very limited scoreboard that shows you your kills, but it doesn't show you how many times you've died. And that's obviously trying to make people feel good about themselves. You know, if you're a victim on the battlefield and you keep dying, I guess it doesn't look good to be at the bottom of the scoreboard, but it also ruins the experience a little bit for the people at the top, or the, you know, this people that strive to be excellent at the game.
Yeah. The thing about it is I think it kind of comes down to the philosophy of people don't like to lose. However, we love a small chance of winning, you know, but winning big. So it's
interesting.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of like the lottery, right? We would rather play the lottery. Like there's this classic thing of like, if I told you, like, between, you know, if I was going to give you got 100% chance of getting $5, or you've got an 80% chance of getting $6.25, most people would pick the 100% chance of the $5, logically speaking. If, however, you change those odds, actually, by the way, it's the same thing, because 80% of $6.25 is actually $5. So over the course of like a long time, it's the same thing. But if instead I change those odds and I say, okay, you've got like a 5% chance to win $1,000, then people are more willing to take that, because the winning is bigger. The possibility of the payout is bigger, even though, again, over the long scale of things, it's the same amount of money. It's just not maybe the same amount of money that person, because you've got a 5% chance of being the person who won the $1,000 or whatever. So I think a lot of our psychology is based upon these long shots, right? Because we like to win, and we don't like to lose. Like, that's the worst feeling, is the losing, right? But we don't mind how little of a chance we have to win in a lot of cases.
Ooh.
Wow. Speaking of having a low chance of winning right now is Mr. Anderson.
GG. I got. Hey, I don't even know if that was a GG. That was
a schlock. You got wrecked.
Yeah.
You got wrecked.
I couldn't even play any Nemots until like my third time. And I had to use a. I gave up 2 life for the 2 for 3, but
I mean, you had to burn something, right?
Yeah. And you know, this deck is a. I named it Power Move. Because but it's one of those ones where it really you have to have the cards land in your favor because most of them are mid-range cards, and so it's not only looking at the deck, your deck laying in your favor, hoping that you're playing against someone that's looking for mid-range to end game type of deck as well.
Interesting.
Have a couple Guardians in there, but it is a full 30 card deck of the only thing I have 2 of is for Rabbit. So that is it is a very, it's one of those things. Probably have to go in and add some more mana increases, but it was a late night on the side of a highway. It
on
made
the dark
sense.
desert highway.
And we had just been talking about aliens, and I was next to a cornfield.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Quick question, Derek. Have we noticed the value of starting first? How much of an impact that has in the to the match, to the game?
I mean, so it has quite a. I don't have any figures on it or numbers yet, but I would say that when we consider if it's the same deck, then I think that randomness still makes it pretty close to like about the even. Same. Okay. Yeah, because at least right now you can't do mulligans too, so you've got no way to mitigate your randomness. Mm-hmm. So I think it does bring it back to kind of, it's probably pretty close to 50-50. It's not, it's not like playoff NFL overtime rules. So it's not like
golden football.
It's not like 47% chance for one side. It's closer to 50-50, I think. So.
Well, chess, white has like, if you draw as black, like in a tournament setting, mm-hmm. playing chess, it's almost like a win. You know what I mean? And a win as black is like it's like 1.5. So it's one of those things. But I think that's interesting. I think you're right, because of the complexity of the game, and the RNG elements. It mixes it up enough. And chess, I was thinking about chess, but chess is also static. It's always the same game. It's always the same pieces. So there's no variance there.
Yeah, you don't start with like 3 queens and
3 for rabbits.
Actually, there is a game called Really Bad Chess that Zach Gage made. I do recommend it for anybody who likes chess. It is like a very interesting version of chess because it does stuff like that. Like you may start with like 4 queens, and like he changes it up like that. It's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, like you're right. Like since it's a static game, then whoever starts first, and especially when you get that higher echelon, right, where like people are not really. There's still a level of randomness to chess though, and there's the book Characteristics of Games by Richard Garfield. He talks about the fact that there's a randomness that we don't usually associate with randomness that's inside of chess, and that's the memorization element of opening moves and like situational moves. So like, for instance, chess is such an old game that, obviously there's books and there's like a lot of research on like, okay, this is opening move. This is what you do in this situation given. So that memorization is randomness, right?
Totally. Every year in chess, they measure actually how many novelties were discovered in the game this year. Mm-hmm. And that number is slowly going down because as we move forward, less and less is discovered about the game.
Yeah. The probabilities of, I haven't followed chess for a while, but I had a subscription to Chess Life for a very long time. I remember the mail games when you couldn't end doing in-person games. Those were always really fun.
Mail games, yeah, the old school. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some great chess is amazing though. We should play sometime. Frozen Fire says, anyone in chat or on screen, I'm available to have a mall battle.
Ooh.
I'll play
Frozen
you.
Fire. Yeah.
I'll play you. You guys want to do one more with Frozen Fire and maybe call it?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep. All right, let's do it. So I will create for you Frozen Fire.
I think he's got a game open.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah, that he's been keeping that game alive for a minute.
Anyone versus Frozen Fire. Here I come, baby. Hope you're ready.
Here we go. Derek, so going back to what Mabs was asking about on the starting first versus second, because I know we use chess, but I know, isn't there a super high probability of those who in the game of Go, whoever goes first has like a 80% chance of winning or something along those lines? Mabs is shaking his head no.
Yeah,
no.
It's, Go is very different.
Or am I thinking of Othello?
Maybe Othello. Yeah, that would, or even checkers, which
checkers,
yeah.
For sure. I think checkers
and shogi, Japanese chess, but Go is such a weird game. It's so there's so many moves, right? There's so many, like when you're making a move in Go, the impact is very abstract. Like it's very, very small, unless of course things start being connected.
Yeah.
Isn't Go and Othello the same? Not not quite, but there are similarities.
Yeah. They both have the tagline, minutes to learn, a lifetime's the master.
Yeah, Go is amazing. It's also, I've always found it less abstract. I'm just going to restart Frozen Fire. Just give me I'll make a game. It's very mentally soothing to play Go, I find, compared to chess. But yeah, the other cool thing about Go is that it has a handicap system that is extremely refined, where there's certain points on a Go board that you can, let's say I'm an extremely advanced player and you're a beginner, I can give you I can create a handicap that is actually legit, that will even out the game, given a fairly similar understanding of like the moves and shapes and stuff like that. Whereas chess, if Gary Kasparov gives me a rook, if he takes a rook off the board, I'll beat him. It's just it's stark differences. So, each piece in chess is really extremely meaningful for the outcome of the game, where in Go, it's like these little stones that they are meaningful and they do exercise influence on the position, but it's not as impactful, I guess. Like each move isn't as like immediately impactful as chess. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
should, for fun,
what were you gonna say, Meanie?
I was just gonna say that we should play Go sometime. You can play like 9x9, or like 9. You can play a smaller version of it that's like just like a corner of the board, so to not have like a 4-hour game type of thing. But it's a really fun game.
That would be cool.
I just wanted to do a quick reminder to everyone to, if you have not yet bought your starter decks, to hit up starterdeck.wildcardgame.io. You can buy one of each deck. There's 5 decks available. Derek, do you want to name off those decks?
Sure. So, well, do we want the characters too? Maybe we should talk about the characters too. Because the characters are like really cute and stuff too. So,
should be up now. Frozen Fire. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Password is 123.
So there's the aggro, combo, control, mid-range, and utility.
Yep.
Aggro has the crab ball. Combo has the clockin, so the chicken clock. Pigandi for control, the cotton candy pig. Mid-range has a duck ox, so boom duck.
Yep.
Duck ox, ducking or whatever. And then Tavelian, so the TV chameleon for utility.
Yeah. Rook says thank you to Jasper VR for my combo starter deck. I'll probably get the other 2 soon. Well, so there are 5 decks to choose from, Rook. So, you currently have aggro and combo. So yes, there is. There's 5 decks total, so you've got 3 more to go to give you that 150 card total before you have to burn down to 109.
Yeah, or put some of them in your rental /
bin right away. Yeah,
marketplace bin, basically. Yeah.
Yep. So, and then with those, that is going to, with those breakdowns right away, that's going to give someone a lot of different power pieces, possibly some other orbs or other items when they what is the correct term? Not disassemble.
I have
throw
said
it back
burn.
into the forge.
Yeah, burn.
Throw back into the forge.
We could say burn. It's fine.
Okay.
Make it burn.
Burn. Yeah. So when you burn the
Make
card,
it burn it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're not like Axie. We don't say that the Axies just like go away, as they've been saying.
They go to the farm.
They like depart for another land or something.
Yeah.
Is it?
Give me a break.
Is it kind of like to use soft language around the death of their creatures? Or
I suppose that's what they're doing around the death of the creatures, but I also don't think that it's funny that they're saying those kinds of things, because I don't think that I think that most of the people who play it are people into crypto and things like that. Like, so it's not little kids playing Axie Infinity. So I don't know.
It's staying with the Happy Candyland theme.
Yeah,
they don't even call it. They don't even call it. What do they call it when they battle? It's they say going into battle, but then they say they like confrontation.
They have a very
Discord. Discord is what they call it.
Yeah,
it's really confusing.
Yeah,
they're like go into Discord, and they're like you log onto Discord. You're like, what am I? Wait, what?
No. So, did you hear that YouTube is now coming out with NFTs?
I saw that they're going to turn videos into NFTs now.
Yeah,
it's started, guys. It's
NFT the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much pushback, and we should discuss that. I'd love to discuss all this at some point in a way that's brand friendly, but it's kind of a fascinating thing to see out there.
Yeah.
It's
a fundamental misunderstandanding of what the technology is, I think, or what it means also.
What?
Non-functioning
testicles.
I was gonna say,
yeah, and I think there's I think the companies that are coming at gamers with NFTs and stuff, like we've kind of been through the ringer with like EA games, you know what I mean?
It doesn't help. Yeah, it's true.
And
and Ubisoft too, right? Like
Ubisoft,
both of these companies are the companies that always capitalize first in every facet of everything, and
they have to be brought to heel, by the player base. I mean, Battlefield. I was a huge Battlefield player, and what's happening right now with Battlefield is just completely crazy.
I think what it speaks to primarily, though, is the kind of also the gamer's mentality of what these companies are about. Like, these companies are just about making money, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's their primary goal. If you look through the CEO salaries for like EA and all of those, it's insane the amount of money these guys make. And so players, that's gotten to players, obviously. So like when they see and hear NFT, they think that if like EA or Ubisoft is capitalizing on it, then they figure it is only for the purpose of making more money.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they're wrong. I think that those companies will absolutely use it to only attempt to make more money in the long run. However, I do think that it also does bring players value. and it does give value back to players. So once I think people kind of understand that, like, it's like, it's like a trading card game where I still physically have my Magic the Gathering cards here, and I could sell them. I've got like a dragon, unopened dragon box from like the Comic-Con 2019. Like, I could sell that because it's valuable, and it's and so NFTs are kind of like that, right? If I have something that is valuable like that, then I can sell it. And once they get across that idea, like, then hopefully, I mean, I think either way it's going to happen. Next 10 years, 10 years from now, it's going to happen no matter what. But players need to really kind of, find themselves in it kind of a little bit.
I'll be back in a second, guys.
Sure. I think the messenger couldn't be worse. You know what I mean?
Wait, you don't think Jimmy Fallon and Paris Hilton are great messengers for the NFTs? They're our perfect spokespeople. Everyone loves them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a what happened there? Oh, I think I messed up.
You've almost got him. Actually, yeah, you might be in trouble.
I messed up.
You might it might go to a third. It might go to another game here. I think
third game.
I think, or second game, right? Because this is your first with Frozen Fire, or did I miss one?
Or
I think it's the first. Is it second?
I'm not sure, but GG. Man, I miscounted that. Yeah, it's because there's it's a very complex, because crypto by its nature and how it's been adopted is a, for all intents and purposes, a money making venture, and NFTs but then there's the technology with the blockchain and the technical and technological aspects of it that are completely novel and super interesting, and especially with NFTs, that it just opens up so much potential. But it's the information often is being delivered to us. First battle was Wednesday, so you want to play another one? You want to make the game Frozen Fire? Let's play one. Let's play another. Gonna switch to Twitter streaming. So there's a lot there, but it's mixed up with all sorts of stuff that makes it difficult to sell,
right.
And already there's a hyper vigilance in the public towards crypto, and gamers even more towards any monetization schemes that these companies like EA and Activision bring to the table. So yeah. Especially when they, and they spend millions of dollars developing these games, and they just deliver these unfinished pieces of, I'm so, Cyberpunk was another one that was such a huge disappointment last year.
I've been playing Far Cry 6, and I mean, it's an interesting game. I like the Far Cry series, mainly because of some of the storytelling elements that they do. But there's like a co-op issue sometimes where, like, when you're joining, you can't fire your gun, which is your main interaction with the world. So we gotta have that right. That's gotta be, that's not good.
Oh man, Battlefield, it's like, it was absurd, and it seems like every hotfix that they do, they break something else, and it's these games have gigantic budgets, like millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, and years to develop these things, and these fanatic player bases too. And add to that, the gaming industry is bigger than the movie industry. You know, if you add it all together, it's probably one of the biggest industries in the world. Like the drug industry is probably the only thing that's bigger. But you know, there's so much money in it, and they fail. They seem, I don't know, in the last couple of years, they just keep failing and failing and failing over again. So I'm joining your game, Frozen Fire. So sit tight. Actually, could you, Frozen Fire, could you recreate your game, but put a password on it? It's a little matrix hack we've developed. So go ahead and make your game again, but put a password on it and let me know what the password is. But yeah, I mean, Cyberpunk was a tough pill to swallow because there was so much trust built with CD Projekt Red. They had you know, just a great way of communicating with their audience, and I'm very pessimistic about AAA gaming right now.
Everybody kind of has a little bit of like Bethesda too, right? Has this thing, like, because they're supposed to be coming out with a game this year, right? The space game, the Star or whatever it is.
Star something Star. I'll look it up.
Yeah, but obviously they had Fallout 76. I was watching a GDC talk with one of the guys about it's games as a service, and he was talking about Fallout 76, and he was like saying that the main failure, he's like, if you brought it down to one thing, it was not having NPCs.
Really?
In the game. He's like, if they had changed that one thing, people would be willing to have accepted all of their other flaws. They were almost always in every Fallout game. They're pretty buggy, and but because of that, because of player expectation and them not meeting it, then those flaws became more apparent. And so now, like, obviously they got a little light against them, and like normally everyone would be super excited about a new release from them, but everybody's kind of like clenched teeth and holding their breath hoping that it's good. But like it's happened with everybody, like CD Projekt Red too, like you said, like Cyberpunk was a bit of a disaster, one might say. Yep. Wow.
For Rabbit coming right out the gate. For Rabbits, man, I love that card.
Yeah.
So Life for Mana, we're gonna have to talk about this because, see, I can't play it unless I have 3 mana.
Yeah.
Writing that one down.
Yeah. So I'll do a bug report after this. Okay, I better play. Let's see, what can I do? I can't really do anything. So yeah. So I'm other than like Kojima or From Software, like Miyazaki or guys like that, those are my dudes. Yeah. The Japanese seem to have their, to have it together for whatever reason. So oh Jesus. Here comes another for Rabbit.
Uh-oh.
Those for Rabbits.
Man.
Ouch.
So Derek, are you thinking with the Life for Mana, it'll drop it down to a 0? Or are you wanting it to wait till it's out for the third turn, at least, before it's played?
No, I'll it should be like, you should be able to use it as long as you have life. I don't know.
I'll play it now. It's only 2 mana, so okay. Yeah, because
go Mabs.
I was just gonna say it's one of those cards that would be useful as like a, if you wanted to do something like take out 2 for Rabbits
on the very first turn.
Oh man! All right, GG. Wow, that
was
turn
quick.
Is it? What turn is it? Can we tell what turn it is?
Wow. Well, how much mana did you have? You had 5? Yeah, so round 4 or round 5 probably, right?
5. Yeah.
I just got kicked out. It might have been round 3. So GG, Frozen Fire. Man, that was brutal. That was really brutal. I think I need a cigarette now or something. You should buy me dinner before you do that to me. Jeez.
Well, it's painful. It was painful. That was quick. That was a fast battle there.
Oh, he says, I told you I was using a test deck on Wednesday. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I think Wednesday I had my own little run there. So it's good. I've been getting humbled left and right with my Meanie Beanie deck. So but I think there's some new mechanics here that especially with the cake pig that I need to have now in my life. So I'm gonna make a few new decks to test some of that stuff out. But why don't we call it there, gentlemen? We've been streaming for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We got some good gameplay.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah. I dropped my deck in the deck builds, so you guys can see the one that was so like you can probably take that and use some of it, vary it, whatever.
4 cake pigs.
4 cake pigs.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, like there's only 9 spells, so it's primarily Nemots. Yeah.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go check that out. But thank you guys for joining us tonight, Frozen, Rook, Vera. Always good to see our audience join us. Please support us by liking, sharing, doing all the social media things. You've been on the internet long enough. We don't need to tell you what to do. You know how to support us. Please join us in Discord. Here's our Discord. We have it pinned in the YouTube chat right now, and it is going at the bottom of the screen. Join us in Discord. This is where we hang out, we talk. This is where the whole Wildcard team is, including Mr. Dylan Anderson, P1, including the creator of Wildcard, Derek. We're all there, including myself, Meanie Beanie Mavs. We are all there hanging out all day talking about Wildcard. So please do not hesitate to join us. But if anything else from you guys before we go?
How many subscribers are we at? I haven't gone and looked in a little bit. Where are we at?
We're at 79 right now.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's 10 in 2 days. We 3 more days, 7 more days, and I'll go get a haircut.
Yeah, you're gonna bick your head, right? If I understand correctly, that's the we have that in writing.
We would have to do like a 250 plus wife's permission.
Yeah, we'll have her on stream. We'll say it's for a good cause. Do you know how? Yeah.
Oh, just a huge shout out to my wife right now. Like what she has been doing with like the Marshall Fire victims and families. She has been helping organize like all of these things, and for families, we've adopted like 7 families, but now she's doing all of these gift bags for like all the moms, because all these families, they've just been asking for stuff for their kids to try to like make life normal back for them, as possible for the kids. But now she's just been doing this thing where like these gift bags for the moms. It's just it's really awesome what she's doing right now and leading that charge. Yes, wife permission is very important. People will say happy wife, happy life. No, wife permission is number 1.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you, Dylan. I don't appreciate you kind of shaming us with all your virtue and all the good things you do, like make me feel bad about myself. But okay, thanks for that, by the way. Derek, do you I play video games and I stream, so I'm I got things going on too. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Derek's the creator.
I make Derek. I work on them. Yep.
Exactly. Sure. Any parting words, Derek?
No, just have fun out there, guys. Make some decks that can beat ours,
Yeah.
And then look forward to the shifting meta in the coming weeks, because everything is very liquid, right? We're definitely moving right now, as far as like even the meta goes. So
wonderful. Well, just tonight, I've every time we play, I kind of have my brain blown with some new stuff that's coming out, and the meta is already kind of shifting so much. It's great to see the game grow. It is great to see the game grow. All right. Well, on behalf of myself, Meanie Beanie Mabs, and my good friends Derek and Dylan, I will wish everyone a good night. Thank you for joining us, and we will catch you in the next one.